Hi, my amazing 10th graders. Welcome to today's quick summary session. Today we will be covering another chapter from your textbook, Chapter 3, Two Stories About Flying. Let's get started with the first story about flying, which is his first flight. The story is written by Liam O'Flaherty and is based on a young seagull afraid to make his first flight because he feared that his wings were too short to support him while flying. All his siblings took the plunge to fly fearlessly in the open air, despite having shorter wings than him. On the contrary, the young bird could not gather the courage to take the step due to distrust in his wings. Whenever he tried to come forward towards the brink of the edge while attempting to fly, he became afraid and then went back. His parents constantly threatened him that unless he flew away, he would have to starve alone on the ledge. But all their efforts went in vain. He would just watch his parents teaching his siblings how to skim the waves and dive off fish. So, one fine day, the whole family walked around the big plateau and taunted the young seagull for being a coward, and the sun's rays blazed on his ledge. He could feel the heat and was starving since the previous nightfall. The young bird begged his mother to bring him some food. He uttered a joyful scream when his mother quickly picked up a piece of fish and flew across to him. He leaned out eagerly and jumped at the fish because he was exasperated by hunger. Suddenly, he fell outward in the open space, and monstrous terror seized him as he could feel that he was falling downward. The next moment, he felt his wings spread outwards and he was able to fly fearlessly. Finally, the young seagull took his first flight, soaring higher, skimming through the waves, and diving along with his siblings. So, essentially, he got over his fear thanks to his family and took his first flight. Alright, now it's time for part 2, which is the second story about flying, the black airplane. The Black Airplane is a mysterious story written by Frederick Frosted that revolves around a pilot. That story's narrator is a pilot who wants to be with his family and enjoy a wholesome breakfast with them in England. He had to fly all the way from France to England for this. Once he crossed Paris, he came across storm clouds that looked like black mountains. However, he flew through the clouds and soon realized that everything around him had turned entirely black. Nothing was visible to him. Outside the airplane, as he lost control of it, suddenly he noticed that there was another airplane with no lights on its wings. The pilot of that airplane waved his hand and signaled him to follow. He blindly followed the other pilot since the radio signals of his plane were not reachable and even the fuel tank was low. So he had no other choice but to trust the other pilot. Soon he passed through the dark clouds and landed safely on the runway with the help of the other pilot upon landing. He inquired at the station who the other pilot was who helped him in such a critical situation, as he wanted to thank him for saving his life. But the woman in the control center told him that there was no other airplane in the night sky other than his own airplane. So now it's up to you to decide who that other pilot was. That brings us the end of our summary. Now that went by quickly. Tell me how many minutes that was in comments. But before I say goodbye, here are a few reminders for you. Do remember to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon if you enjoyed the session. I'll see you in the next time. Till then, take care. Thank you.